Hi, I'm Darlene, and welcome to Super at 60. Welcome to my home, and welcome to my kitchen. Today, I just want you to just hop over the counter here and just be in the kitchen with me, or pull up a stool and just let's chat. We're gonna make some bread, some delicious buttermilk. Remember, I bought some buttermilk recently, and I told you it was the first time I ever bought buttermilk in my whole life. But I've been enjoying it. I made some buttermilk biscuits the other day, and oh my goodness, were they good. It's like, what have I been missing? It's so good. So I decided to dig around and see what I could come up with as far as bread goes, because if you've been here any length of time, you know I love baking bread, probably more than anything else in the whole world. I just love to bake bread. I just find it really satisfying, and it's delicious too. So we're gonna make some buttermilk honey maple bread today. How's that sound? Sound pretty good? Yes, we're gonna make 2 loaves. And if I have time, or if I can scrounge up enough stuff, I think I may even put a soup together. It's one of those core night soups, you know, clean out refrigerator night type deals. Last night or the night before, I grilled some chicken breasts, and we had steamed rice, and some green beans, and a couple other things. And somehow, I saved all the leftovers, of course, and I took out a jar of my homemade turkey stock that I had made back in Thanksgiving. And I'm going to use some of that as the stock today, and a couple other just yummy things I'm going to scrounge around and find. And we are going to have a delicious, delicious meal tonight of bread and some kind of soup. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. Okay. I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, let's go ahead and put in 1 cup of nice warm water. For this particular bread, you'll need to sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of yeast and 1 teaspoon of yeast. I like active yeast. Yeah, and we'll just let that sit there for a little bit. And let's get started. I'm going to take you over to stovetop now, and we're going to get started with the second half of the bread. All right, I'm at stovetop right now, and in my sweet little pan here, I have 1 cup of really nice, thick, delicious buttermilk. Yes, it's in there. I know it's hard to see. It's kind of white, just white on white there. But yeah, there's buttermilk in there, and it's on very low right now, low to medium. I do not want this to come up to a boil. A light simmer, just a quick light simmer. I just want it to get to the point where I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of butter, and I just want that butter to melt. Once the butter is melted, I know that it's ready to be put into the rest of the bread. That will take you back over to the counter and show you how to do that. But right now we're just gonna melt together a couple things over here, but I don't want it too warm because, of course, I don't want to kill the yeast. And to this, let's see what else. Where are my little spoons? I forgot them. Hold on. I'm coming. All right, I got my sweet little heart-shaped spoons here. And to this, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of honey. Yep, just like that. All right, so 2 tablespoons of honey in, nice and sticky, and also 2 tablespoons of your maple syrup. There you go, 100% maple syrup, and that's going to go in here as well. Whoops, 1 and 2, and that's it. That's all that's going to happen right here at stovetop. It'll take just a minute because, like I said, we just want to wait till that butter is nice and melted. It's starting already. You can see it in there. So 4 cups are in here. We'll probably need a little bit more, but for right now, we're going to start with the 4 cups. And I'm also going to put in here 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so that's going to go right in there into my dry stuff. And 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, right there. And this is just pink Himalayan salt. It's nothing fancy, just that's all it is. You can use table salt, that'll be just fine, but whatever you do, don't forget to use the salt. You have to have salt. Just give it a little mix. Whoops. It never fails. It just never fails. Oh yeah. All right. right, if you're messy in the kitchen, whether you're cooking or baking or making bread or whatever, for me, all I have to do is like walk through the kitchen and I make a mess. Let me know down below. Say yes, I'm a big mess in my kitchen too. All right, so let me just push it over just a tad bit here. And we're gonna look right down into our mixing bowl. And in this mixing bowl, I'm gonna go ahead now and add our buttermilk and butter and our honey and our maple syrup. Put all of that right in there because it is perfect temperature right now. And that only took a second, and oh my goodness, does that smell good. You guys are really going to want to make this bread. I hope I make it sound very appealing because it really is. This bread does not last long in my home. No, it doesn't. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my flour. I only did put in 4 cups right now. We'll put in some more later. But for right now, I'm gonna start with just 4 cups and we'll be just fine. And just turn it on nice and low, nice and slow and low so it doesn't go flying all over. Okay. I think I could probably just do this, just tap it, put it in there just like that. All right. So we'll let that go around till it gets, it'll probably still be sticky for a little bit, but I'll come back and I'll show you how we go on from here. All right, look at that. That dough is looking mighty fine. Oh yeah, and look, see, I can take a nice big pinch of it like that. And if you look at my fingers, no stickies, nothing. That was just under 6 cups of flour, just under, not quite. I didn't want to add any more flour to it. So let me get this off the hook. And yeah, let me get this off the hook here. And then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, this is what our bread looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. It's nice and clean, meaning, you know, against the wall of the bowl here. I'm just gonna take it out for a minute and I'll show you it's nice and clean. It is going back in that bowl, so I'm not gonna take the bowl too far. I just wanna take it out for just a second here and just feel it in my hands, push it around a little bit, just like I always do. And just like you do. Oh, it smells so wonderful. It's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful, soft and supple dough. This is gonna make 2 absolutely beautiful loaves. So I'm gonna set that to the side a minute. Take this big old bowl here, give it a little bit of oil. Just plop this right back in there, give it a twist. And there we go, all ready to go. And now I'm gonna let it rise in a nice warm spot, not a hot spot, but a warm spot. And I'm gonna put my little bonnet on it. And I'm gonna let this rise until it's doubled. Just turn you up here for a second, sorry. Yeah, I'm just a sweaty mess today. But I love it. I would take this over ice and snow, which we just had like, I don't know, like less than a week ago. It's been less than a week. Anyway, this is gonna rise and it's going to double. It's about in size. And then as soon as we're done with that, I'll bring you back and I'll show you the last steps right before we pop this beautiful bread right into the oven. All right, I'm working myself up here into a sweat because it is so darn humid in this house. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that back door because somebody named Brownie just told me she needs to go outside. So we need to take just a tad bit of a little break here. And I promise I'll be right back. Look at that face. Oh, I thought I'd step outside for just 1 second. See if I can spot Brownie. Oh, there she is. Oh, yes. Yes, there she is. She's having a good old time out here. It is so hot. It's so humid. I hate this humid, but oh, forget I even said that. Forget it. No, I don't hate it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Come on, Brownie. We're grateful. Come on. Good girl. See how grateful she is? Now that That's one grateful dog. Let's get started on our soup. I decided to call it chicken with pineapple salsa. Yes, that's exactly what we're having because I have leftover chicken. I have a little bit of rice. Well, I have a lot of rice, so I may not use all the rice, but I also have some of this wonderful, wonderful salsa, this pineapple salsa. This is from Aldi, and actually, I have a good many jars of it because we love it so much. Even my little grandkids, they love salsa. Yes. So let's get started. And I think this soup is going to be absolutely delicious. And I want to get it going because I want to smell it and I want to smell the bread and I want the entire happy kitchen, happy day experience. And I'm so glad you're here with me because you can share that with me now too. Here's the start of our beautiful soup. It just looks gorgeous and it smells so wonderful. You know, soup and bread. I love baking bread. I love making new breads, but the old standards are just fine by me. Any day I can be in the kitchen making bread is a good day for me. But my second favorite thing is making up a new soup. Yes. Now, this is a chicken soup. Chicken noodle soup, a chicken rice soup, excuse me. And then I just kind of added things that I had in the refrigerator that I kind of wanted to get rid of. Just a little bit left of this, a little bit left of that. I add a can of cream of chicken soup. I like the smoothness that it gives to the soup. My signature thing that I like to add to my soups, my chicken soups in particular, is a creamy the cream corn style corn. So I'm going to put that in. I like that for two reasons. It does add a nice bit of creaminess to it and a little tiny bit of sweetness, just a little tiny bit. It is just, I find that it is just that one perfect thing that seems to be missing from a lot of other chicken soups. So if you are a soup maker and you're making a chicken soup and you've never tried putting in a can of cream style corn, go ahead and try it. You'll be surprised at how delicious that will make your soup. Look how creamy that looks already. Oh my goodness, look at these loaves. Are they not gorgeous? Look at the color and everything. They are just beautiful. All right, right now I have a little bit of egg wash that I put together here, and I have some oats, and I'm gonna toss those right on the top. You have to have a little egg wash though, because it's kind of a glue. If nothing else, it's kind of like a little bit of a glue, and just do it very gently over the tops of the breads. Just very gently, just dip it in, and right over you go. All right, so there we go. We're gonna put these oats right over the top, and that egg wash should really help stick really nice. And I'm just waiting now for the oven temperature to come up to 350 degrees. And we're going to bake that for about 35 to 45 minutes. Well, thank you for being with me in the kitchen today. I really appreciate it, each and every one of you being here. I wanted to show you quickly what that soup looked like when it came out. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? It's creamy, it's warm, it's yummy, that chicken flavor, and rice. There's just something about chicken and rice. It's just the ultimate. It truly is. Everything, that corn that I put in here, that sweetened creamed corn, gotta try that. Try that in your next homemade chicken soup, whether it's chicken noodle or chicken rice or chicken and potatoes or whatever. Try that. You will absolutely love it. This was fantastic. Husband approved, thumbs up. So that's always great. And then, of course, that bread, that buttermilk, maple, and honey bread. Oh, look at that. Look at the color of it. Isn't it just beautiful? I mean, it is just gorgeous. And look at that. I cut a nice thick piece here so you could see it so beautifully. And that beautiful, look at the beautiful sheen of that egg wash on there. Look how beautiful that is. It's just gorgeous. And look how nicely the oats just kind of stuck right to it. It really works as a perfect glue. It is the perfect glue. And it is a secret to bakers of long, long, long ago. So you could put seeds on top of here, sesame seeds or toasted seeds of some kind. And just put it on top of any bread or any dinner roll, and you'll have a masterpiece just to look at, if nothing else. But the squishiness of it and the crumb, everything is just beautiful. It's absolutely a beautiful loaf of bread, and it tastes quite much like $1,000,000, actually. I had this little tiny piece down here that I put a little butter on because, I mean, homemade bread without butter? What? You gotta do that. All right, it's just good. It's just that good. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Of course, the recipes for both of my dishes today, both the bread and the soup, I will put down below just for you. So thanks again for being here with me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye now, and Lord bless.